Good morning, dear students. In your last class, I gave you some notes of quadrilateral. Let us today quickly discuss the notes. So here first point is a quadrilateral is made up of 4 line segment. Here the 4 line segment is AB, BC, CD and DA. Second point, any 3 points of a quadrilateral cannot be collinear. That means 3 points of a quadrilateral cannot be collinear, that means in a straight line, a single line. Here BC is in a straight line, but D or A cannot be in a straight line with BC, because if A is placed in straight line of BC, it will never form a quadrilateral. Next, the line segment AB, BC, CD and DA do not intersect except at their end point. This AB segment, this is BC segment, these two segments only meets at a common end point. This is point B, and it do not meet at any other point of the line segment, only at the end point. For example, in line segment CD, only at point C and point D the other line segment will meet. Next, points A, B, C and D are called its vertices. Similarly, we have studied in triangle also. These 4 points, the corner 4 points, are called its vertices. The 4 vertices are coplanar points. That means these 4 vertices must be lie on same plane. A quadrilateral is named by reading its vertices clockwise or anti-clockwise. For example, if we read it clockwise, that means in this direction, the name of this quadrilateral will be ABCD. But if we read the name of this quadrilateral in anti-clockwise, then the name of this quadrilateral will be ADCB. But both the name ABCD and ADCB means the same quadrilateral. Next, what are the elements of a quadrilateral? Sides. It has 4 sides. What are its 4 sides? AB, BC, CD and DA. The 4 line segment which form the quadrilateral is said to be its sides. It has 4 angles. What are the angles? Angle DAB or angle A, angle ABC or angle CBA or simply angle B, angle BCA, angle DCB or simply angle C, angle CDA, angle ADC or simply angle D. These 4 angles must be there in a quadrilateral. A line segment joining 2 non-consecutive vertices is called a diagonal. Non-consecutive vertices means the vertices which are not near to each other. For example, here A and B are 2 vertices which are closer to each other, so it will not be non-consecutive. It will be consecutive vertices. So what are the non-consecutive vertices here? A and C, because C is not close to A, or B or D. This is also non-consecutive vertices. So when we connect these non-consecutive vertices with the help of a line segment, for example, if this is the line segment which join 2 non-consecutive vertices, then this line segment is called a diagonal. Next, if 2 sides of a quadrilateral have a common endpoint, these 2 sides are called adjacent side. For example, if we consider these AB sides and BC sides, these 2 sides have a common endpoint. This is B. If 2 line segment has a common endpoint, then it will be said as adjacent sides. So AB and BC are adjacent sides. But if two sides do not have any common meeting point, for example, if we consider AB side and CD side, then this AB side and CD side has no common point of intersecting. That means there is no point at which these two sides intersect. So in this case, these two sides are called opposite sides. Similarly, if two angles of a quadrilateral have a common sides, that means if we consider angle A and angle B, this is angle A and this is angle B, it has a common side, is AB side. So in this case, these two angles are known as adjacent angle. And if two angles, for example angle B and angle D, in these two angles it has no any common sides. Angle B has AB and BC sides and angle D has AD and CD sides. So these two angles have no common sides. In this case, these two angles are said to be opposite angles. Now next, what is interior and exterior of a quadrilateral? We have studied it already in triangle. So the area which lie inside the quadrilateral region, the quadrilateral region is defined by these four sides, A, B, C, D sides. The region which lies inside this plane, that means the region where point P, Q, R lie, this part is called interior part, and the outer part of this boundary is called exterior part. Here point P, Q, R lie on the interior part, the part which lie inside the boundary of the quadrilateral, and the part which is outside the boundary, that means point L, point M and point N is lie in the exterior of the quadrilateral. Now let's solve exercise number 10D. First question is fill in the blanks. Question number A quadrilateral has dash sides and dash vertices. We have studied that a quadrilateral has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 4 sides. And how many vertices? A, B, C, D. 4 vertices. So a quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Question number 2. A quadrilateral has dash angles and dash diagonals. How many angles? Angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. So it has 4 angles. And how many diagonals? This BD diagonal and AC diagonal. So it has 2 diagonals. So answer of question number 2 will be 4 angles and 2 diagonals. A diagonal of a quadrilateral is a line segment that join two dash vertices of the quadrilateral. So diagonal is a line segment that connects two non-consecutive vertices, that means two opposite vertices. Next, question number 4. The measure of each angle of a vertex convex quadrilateral is. First understand what is a convex quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral is said to be convex if all interior angles are less than 180 degree. What do you mean by interior angles? For example, if this is a quadrilateral, this angle, the angle which is inner to the quadrilateral is interior angles, and these angles which is at the outer of the quadrilateral is exterior angle. The interior angle, all the 4 interior angles must be less than 180 degree. If this condition is satisfied, and the next second condition is all the diagonal lie within the quadrilateral. That means if we take the example of this quadrilateral, it has only two diagonals and all the two diagonals lie inside the quadrilateral. So it is a convex quadrilateral. Why? Because it has two diagonals and all the two diagonals lie inside the quadrilateral, and the interior angle, that means angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D, all the four angles are less than 180 degree. So our question is, the measure of each angle of a convex quadrilateral is less than 180 degree. Next, question number 5. Two sides of a quadrilateral which are not adjacent are called opposite sides. That means in a quadrilateral, if these two sides, if it has a common endpoint, this is adjacent side. But if it is not adjacent, that means it should not have any common endpoint. So that these two line segments or sides are called opposite sides. Next, moving to the question number 2. Take a point O inside a given quadrilateral ABCD. Let us consider this is a quadrilateral of vertices ABCD. So here O is a point. Next, join the point O to sides the vertices A, B, C and D. So we have joined point O to all the four vertices of the quadrilateral. Into what figures will the quadrilateral be divided? Name the figures. So here the quadrilateral is divided into four triangles. It is clear in this picture. So what are the four triangles? Triangle AOB, triangle BOD, triangle DOC, triangle AOC. That means inside, if we place a point inside a quadrilateral and join this point with all four vertices, then it will form four different triangles. This is triangle AOB, triangle BOD, triangle COD and triangle AOC. Question number 3. In the adjoining figure ABCD, means this ABCD is a quadrilateral. Question number 1. How many pairs of adjacent sides are there? Name them. So adjacent sides are AB and BC, this is one pair. BC and CD, this is one pair. CD and DA, this is one pair. And DA and AB. So four pairs of adjacent sides are there. How many pairs of opposite sides are there? Name them. What are the opposite sides? AD and CB, this is one pair, and CD and AB, this is also opposite sides. So it has two pairs of opposite sides. How many pairs of adjacent angles are there? Name them. Adjacent angles, angle A and B, two adjacent angles. Angle B and C, a pair of adjacent angles. Angle C and D, and angle D and A. So four pair of adjacent angles are there. How many pairs of opposite angles are there? Name them. Angle A and angle C are opposite angle. This is one pair. Angle B and angle D are opposite angles pair. So question number 4. Answer true or false. No two vertices of a quadrilateral lie on the same plane. Is it true or false? If we see the example of this quadrilateral, A and B are two vertices of the quadrilateral and it is lie on the same line. So statement number 1 is false. No three vertices of a quadrilateral lie on the same straight line. Yes, it is true, because only two vertices can be lie on a same straight line. No 3 points can lie on a straight line because it cannot form a quadrilateral. Question number 3. All points on a quadrilateral belong to its interior. It is also false, because interior part is which part? This inside parts only. This is the boundary of the quadrilateral. The boundary is formed by the 4 sides of the quadrilateral, and the inside part is called interior. All points on a quadrilateral belong to its interior. No, it is false, because its vertices A, B, C, D lie on its boundary, not interior. The line joining any 2 points in a concave quadrilateral always lies inside the quadrilateral. So first let us quickly understand what is concave quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral is said to be concave if one interior angle is bigger than 180 degree. For example, this is also a quadrilateral. Why? Because it has 4 sides, it has 4 angles, it has 2 diagonals. So all the conditions of quadrilateral it follows. So it is also a quadrilateral. But the angle B in this quadrilateral is greater than 180 degree. So it is a type of convex quadrilateral. Again, one of the 2 diagonals, one of them should lie outside the quadrilateral. So what is the diagonal? The line segment joining to opposite vertices is called diagonals. So here A to C, this is a diagonal, and B to D is a diagonal. BD diagonal lies within the quadrilateral, but AC diagonal lies outside the quadrilateral. So it satisfies the second conditions also. One of 2 diagonals lies outside the quadrilateral. Diagonal AC lies outside the quadrilateral. So this type of quadrilateral is said to be concave quadrilateral. So our question is, the line joining any 2 points in a concave quadrilateral always lies inside the quadrilateral. It is false, because one of the diagonal lies outside the quadrilateral. Next, 5. A quadrilateral has only 2 pairs of adjacent sides. It is false, because here we have written that 4 pairs of adjacent sides are there in a quadrilateral. Next, multiple choice questions. Question number 5. Which of the following is not a pair of adjacent angles of quadrilateral ABCD? Let's consider the quadrilateral ABCD. Angle AB, angle A and angle B, adjacent angles. Angle C and angle D, angle CD, adjacent angles. Angle B and angle D, angle B and angle D. So this is not a pair of adjacent angles. In a quadrilateral PQRS, the part PR is known as what? Diagonal, because PR is the line segment that joins 2 non-consecutive vertices. PR is non-consecutive vertices or opposite vertices. Question number 7. A quadrilateral has 2 diagonals, 3 angles, 4 diagonals, 4 angles, 2 diagonals, 4 angles, 4 diagonals, 4 sides. So if we check the number of diagonals in a quadrilateral, it has always 2 diagonals. So 2 diagonals. And if we check the numbers of angles, it has always 4 angles. So correct option will be option C, 2 diagonals and 4 angles. Question number 8. A cricket ground is in the shape of a quadrilateral. If a batsman hits a 4, then the ball has to touch a point. Option A, in the exterior of the quadrilateral, on the quadrilateral, in the interior of the quadrilateral, or none of these? If a cricket ground is in the shape of a quadrilateral, for example, let us consider ABCD is a cricket ground. If a batsman hits a 4, we know that to become a 4, it must touch on the boundary. So if it touch the boundary, that means what? On the quadrilateral. On the quadrilateral means the boundary of the quadrilateral. So to hit a 4, the ball must be touch the point on the quadrilateral. So here your exercise number 10D is finished. Thank you.